Yes, friends. Now, the third number I'm continuing from for marriage matching. I mean, matching for marriage purposes, right? Marriage matching horoscope for marriage purposes. Now, this is the third Koot, as I'm talking about Koot Milan, right? What is the Koot Milan? And the third one is Tara Koot. Okay, two I've already discussed about Varn Koot, and second one was Vashya Koot, right? So, Varn Koot and Varna Koot, or Varn Koot and Vashya Koot, that I've already discussed about. Now the third one is Tara Koot. What is the Tara Koot? Okay, and how it is to be calculated. Table I have formed here, and how this table is formed. Very easy. It's very easy to form this table, and how this is to be adjusted. Now let me talk about what are the taras here. There are 9 taras, right? There are 9 taras. Out of those 9 taras, 3 are inauspicious, or not considered good for any purposes, marriage or any auspicious thing, right? Okay, or anything to start, or anything going abroad, or whatever you want to do for that work. These 3, I'll talk about what are those 3, 5th and 7th. These 3 taras are not considered good, not auspicious. They are not considered good or auspicious for any purpose, right? So if that tara is falling, or at that moment that tara is there, we have to avoid that. We have to just wait for either, or if we are going to do that act during that tara. What is tara? I'll talk about. There are 9 taras, and what are those taras, and how it is to be calculated. Okay, the first is, what is the nakshatra? Okay, moon is placed in which nakshatra? Rasis are having nakshatras. Okay, 27 nakshatras are there, and out of those nakshatras, this tara is based on, Tara Koot is based on nakshatra. Okay, nakshatras. What are the nakshatras? 27 nakshatras I have already talked about. 27 nakshatras. Okay, so the 12 signs having those 27 nakshatras. Now, moon is placed in a particular sign. Now, in that sign, in which nakshatra that moon is placed, that nakshatra is to be counted. In bridegroom's nakshatra, I mean bridegroom's moon is placed in which nakshatra? From that nakshatra to the nakshatra of bride. Okay, so groom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra, we have to count. The counting is started from bridegroom's or groom. First I am taking groom's nakshatra or bridegroom's nakshatra, right? So bridegroom's nakshatra, we start from, suppose bridegroom's nakshatra is the second one. Okay, Ashwin Bharni, it is a Bharni nakshatra, for example. So from Bharni nakshatra, we have to count Bharni nakshatra. From Bharni nakshatra to, suppose Ardra nakshatra is of the bride. So we have to count from Bharni nakshatra to Ardra nakshatra. What is that? Bharni, Kritika, Rohini, okay, Ashwini, Bharni, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigasira, Ardra. So how many nakshatra are there? So from Bharni, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. So this is the 5. So 5 is the remainder. What we have to do? Count from bridegroom or groom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra. What is the number? That number is, for total number, counting from this to that. That is to be divided by 9. Okay. Counting from bridegroom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra, we have to count that. And what is the number or difference, we can say? What is the difference between them? So the both the nakshatras are counted, right? The bridegroom nakshatra, we have to count from that point, from nakshatra of bridegroom. So bridegroom nakshatra is also included, and bride's nakshatra is also included. So what is the total number? That number is divided by 9. And what is the remainder then? So here in this case, 5 is the remainder. Bharni, Kritika, Rohini, okay, Ashwini, Bharni, Kritika, Rohini, Mrigasira, Ardra. So Ardra is the 6th one, Bharni is the 2nd one. So from 2nd, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there is 5. 5 is the remainder here. If I divide it by 9, this 5 difference is divided by 6 minus 2, or 6 minus 1 in this case, because 6 minus 1, and this is 5 here. So 5 is the remainder in this case, because 5 divided by 9, remainder is 9. Remainder, Sheshvar. In Hindi it is known as Sheshvar, or remainder. So what is the remainder? Not quotient, but remainder. Remainder is 5. So 5 is not considered good. This is inauspicious. right? Or this Tara is inauspicious. So for this, what point is given? 1 and 1/2 marks is given. In this case, because this is malefic, or we can say no marks is given to it is 0 marks. For example, this, right? If it is a malefic, then, or we say that if it is malefic, then 1 and 1/2 marks is given. If it is benefic and both are benefic, then we count, or if it is malefic, 0 marks is given. If it is benefic, 1 and 1/2 marks is given, 1.5. 1.5 marks is given. If it is benefic, 1 is malefic, then we give 1 and 1/2 marks. Okay. For example, now from groom sorry, we have counted from groom nakshatra to bridegroom nakshatra. Now we have to count from bride's nakshatra, bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. Then whatever number comes, that is divided by 9. The difference of the two nakshatra number of the two nakshatra is divided by. We just count from nakshatra of bride to the nakshatra of bridegroom, right? What is the total number? That divided by 9. Then what is the remainder? So remainder is, suppose remainder may be 1 to 9, because 9, if it is fully divided, then either say 0 is the remainder or 9 is the remainder, because 9 is left over. Suppose 18 is their total, difference is 18. 18 divided by 9. 9 1 is 9 and 9 is the remainder. So 9th Tara is there. So 9th Tara is auspicious one. Only 3rd number Tara and 5th number Tara and 7th number Tara. So 3, 5, 7. Other than 3, 5, 7, if Tara is there, number is, or remainder is other number up to 9. Okay, 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Right? These numbers are there. Then 3 marks are given. 3 marks are given. And okay, so, or we can say that for auspicious it is 1 and 1/2. Inauspicious it is 0. So only 1 and 1/2 marks is there. Both are auspicious, then 3 marks are allotted. Both are auspicious. Both are auspicious means suppose 1 and there is 2. 1 and 2, 3 marks. 1 and 3, because 3 is odd, 3 is not auspicious. So only 1 and 1/2. 1.5 marks is given, because 1 is auspicious and 3 is not auspicious. Right? So 3 is. So what are those 9 taras? Let me first now the process before explaining the process further. Let me take what are those 9 taras. These are 9 taras. I've written down here. There are 9 taras. The names of 9 taras. Here taras means, we can say Tara means satellite or something, or okay, or star. Star means star. But in this case, star means the names of these stars or something, whatever name is given, that these names are, out of them, some are auspicious. Name suggests that is it auspicious or inauspicious, good or not good, right? Auspicious. Auspicious means pavitra, show pious one or not pious one. Auspicious one, not auspicious or inauspicious one. Okay, so let me name or read the names of these taras. First is Janma Tara. Now, Janma Tara is considered auspicious one. For certain purposes it is auspicious. For certain other purposes it is not auspicious. For example, for Upanan Sanskar, okay, for thread bearing ceremony, it is good if Janma Tara is just falling at that moment. Okay, if we count the nakshatra of the boy whose Upanan Sanskar is going on, thread ceremony is going on, the moon is lying in which nakshatra of that boy whose thread ceremony is going on, right? So the nakshatra of that boy, and on that particular day, what is the nakshatra at that moment when the Upanan Sanskar is going on? So that at that moment, moon is posited in which, moon is transiting in which nakshatra. Okay, so that nakshatra count from boy's nakshatra to that day's nakshatra, right? That day's moon's position is in which nakshatra. So the position of nakshatra of that day is to be counted from the boy's nakshatra. Boy's number of nakshatra. What is boy's nakshatra? From that we have to count up to that nakshatra which is falling on that particular time, right? At that time, where is moon? Moon is placed in which nakshatra, in which sign and in which nakshatra. So nakshatra number, I'll just count the 2 nakshatra, 27 nakshatra, you know what. I'll Ashwini, Bharani, Katka, Rohini, Mrigashira, Ardra, Purvasu, Pushya, Aslesa, Magha, Pur, Pavani, Uttar Pavani, Hasta, Chitra, Swati, Vishaka, Anuradha, Jyeshta, Mula, Pur, Vasad, Uttar Asad, Shravan, Dhanistha, Shatvisha, Pur, Bhadpar, Uttar Bhadpar, Revati. It was 27 nakshatras, right? These nakshatra, out of the nakshatra, which nakshatra is there? From that nakshatra, we have to count. That nakshatra is also included to that particular time's nakshatra, right? At that time where moon is lying. So that nakshatra is also counted. So total number comes out to be, suppose it is divided by 9. Okay, the number is, then what is the remainder? Suppose 17 comes out. 17 is the counting from that boy's nakshatra to that day's nakshatra. That particular time's nakshatra where moon is transiting in that nakshatra at that day, at that time, right? Count that number of nakshatras. Now divide it by 9, as I have told you that it is, suppose 17 is the difference. 17th or total is 17 from boy's nakshatra to that day's nakshatra. 17, so divide by 9, so 9 means 9, 8 is the difference because 8 plus 9 is 17. 8 is the difference, so 8th tara is there. What is 8th tara? 8th tara is positive, 3 marks are given. Okay, 1 upon 2 marks is given, but if suppose another both are positive, then it's auspicious. In this case, we are not counting point, we are not giving point here in case of finding the muhurta or auspicious time. That boys, suppose Upanayana sanskar is done, third ceremony is going on, or any worshipping is going on, any puja is being done. So what is that auspicious time, or for whom that puja is being done? That boy or that man or that wife or that lady's nakshatra is what? Birth nakshatra. Okay, our moon is placed in which nakshatra of that person for whom the puja is being performed. Okay, so from that nakshatra to that day's nakshatra, that time's nakshatra, where moon is passing through in which nakshatra. So the number of that nakshatra, both nakshatra is counted, and count that nakshatra from that boy's or that man's nakshatra to that day's nakshatra. Whatever number comes out, divide it by 9, and whatever remainder comes, that remainder will give you either 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, etc. or up to 9. Okay, so 9 is for 0 remainder. We are not counting a 0 remainder. We just say 9 is the remainder. But 9 is divided by 9. 1 is the quotient and the remainder is 0. But we do not say it is 0. We say 9. Because if we divide by 8, suppose 18 divided by 9, 9 means 9 is the remainder. So in this way we count it. Okay, so we are not taking 0 as remainder, but 9 is the remainder in this case. So, so these 9 taras, are, first is Janma Tara, Sampat Tara, and the third is Vipat Tara. Name suggests that this is not auspicious, Vipat Tara. If Vipat or troubles comes, whenever this Tara falls, for that appropriate time, that auspicious time, this is not considered as auspicious one. Vipat Tara is avoided, right? So this is third one is Vipat Tara. Then fourth is Shem Tara, Shem, Kushal Shem, or very auspicious one. Shem means shubh or very good. Okay, what is Shem Tara? This is Shem Tara, name is good. So fourth is good. But fifth one is Pratyari Tara. Pratyari is not auspicious one. So fifth one is also not auspicious one. Fifth one, third one, fifth one, seventh one. These 3 taras are not good. Then sixth one is Sadak Tara. Sadak means the person who is very much pursuing type. Sadak, who is seeking something. Seeker. Sadak means seeker. Who want to do something. That person is very much demanding. Okay, asking for something, demanding. Seeker person. Seeker means who is pursuing anything very vividly, very persistently or consistently. That person is seeker. So seeker means knowledge seeker person, right? That's seeker. So Sadak person. Sadak is also very good Tara. Sixth one is Sadak Tara. Seventh is Vad Tara or Vadak Tara, or this is Bad Tara. Bad means killing or murder or something, right? So Bad Tara. This is Bad Tara, not auspicious one. Bad Tara is not auspicious. Fifth one is Pratyari Tara, not good. And third is Vipat Tara, not good. So name suggests that they are not good. These 3 third one, fifth one, and seventh one. If that falls, that is the remainder of counting the nakshatra for for brides to groom and groom to bride. So, whatever comes out to be remainder is both. Suppose one is auspicious, other is not auspicious, so 1.5 marks is given. Right? Both are auspicious. Right? 1 and 2. Suppose one is 1 and second is remainder is 2. Both are auspicious one, so 3 marks are given. Right? And both are, one is 3 and other is 1. So for 3 is inauspicious, not good, so 1.5 marks is given. Right? If 3, 5 is there, suppose 3 is the remainder of the grooms, counting from brides to the grooms is suppose 3 is the remainder, and from grooms to the wife or to the bride, then it is suppose 5 is the remainder. So 5 and 3 both are inauspicious, right? Both are not good. 0 marks is given. 0 marks is allotted, or 0 point is given, right? In this way, scoring is done. Both are inauspicious, 0 marks. One is auspicious, other is inauspicious. The difference of the two means from bride's nakshatra to groom's nakshatra, from groom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra, whatever difference comes, that is being divided by 9. After division by 9, whatever remainder comes out, that remainder is counted 1 to 9, 1, 2, 3, etc. So from both way we have to do, from brides to bridegrooms and from bridegrooms to bride. What the difference of the nakshatras comes, that number is divided by 9, and whatever remainder comes, that remainder is counted. So that remainder comes out to be, which tara is that remainder? So remainder represents that tara number. Okay, 1 to 9 taras. Okay, so here are 1 to 9 taras, and if 3, 5, 7 comes, it is malefic, not considered good, right? So it is malefic tara, malefic or inauspicious tara, that is not considered good. So malefic tara is not to be counted, or for that only one is malefic, other is benefic. Suppose benefic, malefic, benefic, auspicious, inauspicious. In that way we are just talking about. Okay, one is malefic. For example, 3 is the remainder from bride's bridegroom, and from bridegroom's bride, if we are counting the nakshatra number and the difference is divided by 9, then remainder comes out to be suppose 3 or 5, or both are 3 and 5, 5 and 7, okay, 0, because both are inauspicious, both are malefic. In that way, malefic tara is given 0 marks, right? Both are from both sides it is malefic, then it is 0 marks. If one is auspicious, other is inauspicious, one is malefic, other is benefic, then 1.5 marks is given. So this is how this table is being framed. Okay, so these are the 9 taras. Out of this, 3 are malefic taras or inauspicious taras or not good taras, whatever name you can say, but we say malefic taras, right? So 3 are malefic, third one, fifth one, and seventh one. So if remainder comes out to be 3 or 5 or 7, then the tara is malefic. It is said as tara is malefic. So from one side it is malefic, so 1.5 marks is given. Okay. For malefic, 0 marks is given. For benefic, other is benefic, then 1.5 marks is given. Okay, both are benefic, then 3 marks are allotted. 1.5 marks from both sides. For benefic and other is also benefic, then 1.5 marks there. Both are added up, so 3 marks are given. In that way, we just calculate this table, right? So this is, I have taken here remainder from bride's remainder, right? Remainder from bride's moon nakshatra. This is bride's remainder from bride's nakshatra. Remainder from bride's nakshatra. And this is remainder from bridegroom's nakshatra or groom's nakshatra. We say just groom's nakshatra. Don't say bridegroom. What is? Just say groom's nakshatra. So remainder from groom's nakshatra or bridegroom's nakshatra. I have written down complete name, bridegroom's nakshatra. In the above row, I mean this one, I have taken bridegroom's nakshatra, and here it is groom's nakshatra. Sorry, bride's nakshatra. This is remainder from bride's nakshatra, and this is remainder from bridegroom's nakshatra. Okay. Then what is table? For example, the remainder from bride's nakshatra counted from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. and then whatever difference comes, okay, or the sum comes between those two nakshatras, that divided by 9, and remainder comes out to be 1. What can be remainder? 1 to 9. This I have taken 1 to 9 as the remainders, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 9 remainders from bridegroom's nakshatra, right? Or whatever difference from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. These are the remainders, and these are the remainders from bridegroom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra. This is 1 to 9, again remainders. Now come to the point. If it is one remainder from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra is one remainder, or the difference is divided by 9, and the 1 is the remainder. Okay. If suppose 7 is divided by 9, 7 is the remainder. Because 7 is not divisible by 9. So 7 is the remainder. Sheshfal is 7. In Hindi it is known as Sheshfal, right? So remainder is 7 here. So 7 is the not auspicious, is malefic tara. So for that 0 marks is given. But suppose other is positive, other is benefic or auspicious one, then 1.5 marks is given, and for that 0 was, so this is 1.5 marks is given. Both must be benefic, then 3 marks are given. This is how this table is framed. So now let me describe the table. So how the table is being framed. So let me talk about this table. Okay, the table is for 1. Okay, 1 is the remainder from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. Whatever difference comes, or we count from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. The total number whatever comes, that divided by 9, remainder comes to be, remainder is 1. This is 1 here. And remainder can also be 1 from bridegroom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra. Count from bridegroom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra. So whatever sum comes out to be, that divided by 9, and remainder is supposed to 1. So for 1, 1, both are positive, both are benefic. So 3 marks are given. 1.5 marks is given for each. 1.5 marks, 1.5 marks, total is 3. Right? Yeah, because if 1 is malefic, 0 marks. 1 is benefic, 1.5 marks is given. Both are benefic, then 1.5 marks, 1.5 marks, 3 marks are given. In this way, 3 points are given. Okay, not marks but points. You can say the scoring is this. Okay, obtained points are these. These are the obtained points. This is how table is framed. Now this is one remainder from bride's remainder, right? From bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. So this is 1. This is 1. So 3 marks are given. 3 points are obtained here. 1 auspicious. 2 is also auspicious, not or benefic we may say. Here 2 is the remainder from bridegroom's nakshatra to bride's nakshatra, and from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra. I'll take one example later, but before that let me talk about the table, how the table is framed. Okay, so this is how 3 marks are given. Now 1 is auspicious or benefic, 2 is also benefic from both sides, because remainder 2 is auspicious, not 3 is not auspicious. So 2 is auspicious, 1 is auspicious, 3 marks are given. Okay, 1 and 2 in this row. We are taking one row from bride's nakshatra side, from bride's side. This is one remainder, and this, with respect to one remainder, what are the values of 1 to 9 remainders from bridegroom's side, right? Bridegroom's nakshatra side. So this is 3, 3, but it is 3 and this is 1, so 3 is odd. So this is 1.5 marks is given only. 1.5, right? So because 3 is not good or malefic nakshatra, sorry, malefic tara, and this is benefic one. So 1.5 marks is given. If both are benefic, then 3 marks are given. One is benefic, other is malefic, then 1.5 marks is given. Both are malefic. For example, 3 and 5, 3, 3, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 7, 0, right? 5, 3, 0, 5, 5, 0, 5, 7, 0, because both are malefic. In this way, this table is framed. Now let me 3, 3, 0, 3, 5, 0, 3, 7, 0, because both are malefic. The remainder from bride's nakshatra to bridegroom's nakshatra, the difference, whatever comes, that divided by 9, the remainder is 3 here, here is 5, 0, both are malefic. Okay, so whenever the remainder comes 3, 5 or 7, it is malefic or Tara is malefic. So for that 0 is given, 0 marks is given. But if one is auspicious or benefic, other is malefic, 1.5 marks is given. Both are benefic, then 3 marks are given. So this is how this table is framed. Easily we can just understand that 3 is malefic remainder, or 3 is malefic Tara, right? Here 3 is malefic 0, 3, 0, right? And 3, 5, 0, 3, 7, 0. Similarly 5, 5, 3, 0, 5, 5, 0, 5, 7, 0. Because 5 remainder is malefic, 7 remainder is also malefic. So 5 and 7, 0, right? 7. Now come to the 7th. 7 remainder, 3 remainder, 3 is malefic, 7 is malefic, 0. 3 and 7, 0. 7 and 5, 0, because 7 is inauspicious or malefic, and 5 is also malefic, 0. 7, 7, 0, right? And here 7 and with others, 7 with 1, 7 with 2, 1.5 marks. 7 with 6, 1.5 marks, because 1 is malefic, other is auspicious or benefic, right? So 1.5 marks is given. This is how 7, 1, 1.5 marks, 7, 2, 1.5 marks, or 1.5 point, right? 1, but 7, 3, 0. 7 and 6, 1.5 reason. 7 is malefic and 6 is benefic, so 1.5 marks. 7 and 5 we have already talked about, is 0. 7 and 6 we have already talked about, 1.5. 7 and 8, 1.5. 7 and 9, 1.5. Simple. This table is, this row can be completed. And for 8 positive, 8 and 1 both are benefic, so 1, 3 marks. 8 and 2, 3 marks. 8 and 3, 1.5 marks, because 8 is benefic, 3 is benefic, right? This is how 1.5 marks is given. Then 3, 8 and 3, so 1.5 marks, because 8 is benefic, 3 is malefic, so 1.5 marks is given. Then 8 and 4, 8 and 4, both are positive, both are benefic, so 3 marks are given. 3 marks are given. Then 8 and 5, 5 is malefic, 8 is benefic, so 1.5 marks, right? 8 and 6, 3 marks. 8 and 7, 7 is malefic, 8 is benefic, so 1.5 marks. 8 and 8, 3 marks. 8 and 9, 3 marks. Completely 3 number of 3 points, right? So in this way, this table is framed. This is how remainder, if it is 3, 5 or 7, then 1.5 marks is given for for one malefic. From both sides, if it is malefic, then 0 marks, as I have just talked about. From this 3, from there 3 or 5 or 7, for that 0, 0 points are given, right? So obtained score is 0, 0 in that situation when both are malefic remainders. Okay, this is how these taras are being discussed about. Tara, these 9 taras are there, and out of that, 3rd one, 5th one and 7th one are malefic taras. They are known as malefic because their name suggests. 3rd one is Bipat Tara, Bipat Tara. Name says Bipat. Bipat means something, trouble or suffering, like obstacles. Bipat, something has just fallen upon you. That means sudden obstacle has come, right? Obstacles, Bipat. Okay, or suffering, suddenly suffering has come. That suffering is known as Bipat in Hindi, in Sanskrit. Bipat. Bipat Tara, not good. Pratyari Tara. Now Pratyari Tara is also not considered good, is malefic, right? And Pratyari, okay, the Pratyari is, I think, the person who is waiting for something negative thing. Okay, Pratyari, the person who is waiting for something inauspicious, so just like a thief. Okay, so this is Pratyari, right? So, and Pratyari Tara. Then is Badak Tara or Bad Tara. This is Bad Tara. Bad means killer or killing or murdering something. So killing, activity of killing. This means Bad. He has killed him. Okay, the activity of killing. So